2024 is shaping up to be the year that we finally figure out this whole charging our electric cars thing, and not a moment too soon. Today we have more choices than ever for what I consider to be good EVs, the kind of cars with good reliability and more than enough range for your around town daily driving. But according to a 2023 study by J.D. Power, electric car charging for longer trips is one of the biggest concerns for potential EV adopters and the EV curious. But that could be about to change. Now, throughout 2023, we saw a wave of automakers adopting the newly opened North American Charging Standard, aka NACS, aka the Tesla Plug. With established automakers like Ford, Hyundai, Kia, and BMW, as well as startups like Rivian and Lucid, at this point, only the Volkswagen Group and Stellantis are the only holdouts to the party. But I've got a feeling that at some point we're going to hear something from them in the future. Now, if you paid as close of attention to these announcements as I have, you'll notice that pretty much all of the automakers have nigh-on identical timelines, and there's a good reason for that. You see, in 2024, we'll start to see the rollout of CCS to NACS adapters, and that's to give Tesla time to ramp up its charging standards to accommodate all of this new third-party traffic. And then in 2025 and beyond, we'll start to see the first NACS native third-party vehicles rolling into dealerships. Now, does this mean that CCS is dead in America? Probably not. There's still millions of electric cars on the road today, and they're not going anywhere. And there will be more CCS-equipped electric cars rolling out into 2025, 2026, and beyond. However, the widespread availability of fairly inexpensive CCS to NACS and NACS to CCS adapters that you can just keep in your trunk for the day that you need it means that for all EV drivers, there's going to be more choice and more compatibility for where you charge your car. Speaking of where you charge your car, if all goes to plan, 2024 will be the year that we see a boom in electric vehicle charging stations. For starters, this year we'll see the first fruits of that 2021 National Electric Vehicle Infrastructure Plan begin to ripen. That's a $5 billion investment in building electric vehicle charging stations every 50 miles along North America's major interstates and highways. And the first of those DC fast charging stations will begin to roll out at the beginning of this year. Meanwhile, 7 major automakers are collaborating on a mega network of DC fast charging stations with both NACS and CCS charging ports that's going to eventually scale up to around 30,000 stations in 2025-ish. And the first of those stations is rolling out, you guessed it, this year in 2024. Even gas stations are getting into the mix. BP announced that it's buying $100 million worth of chargers from Tesla for its BP Pulse stations. Buc-ee's is partnering with Mercedes-Benz, Pilot is joining up with GM, and Travel Center is working with Electrify America to add thousands of DC charging points to hundreds of service stations near you. And as a nice bonus, all of these networks rolling out, federally, OEM, and privately funded, are going to make use of tap to pay with your credit card so that you don't have to keep yet another app on your phone to pay for your EV's charging. And of course, 2024 sees the arrival of a bunch of highly anticipated electric cars to choose from. Chevrolet's Blazer EV is hitting the road now, and while I'll miss the affordable and compact Bolt, the Blazer in particular is a handsome machine with a dizzying variety of configurations, including front, rear, and all-wheel drive variants for its Ultium electric powertrain, which will also power GM's Equinox EV, the Honda Prologue, and Acura's ZDX. Volvo is poised to slide into the affordable EV space with aplomb in 2024, debuting the EX30, starting at around $36,000. The compact electric SUV promises around 270 miles of range, but if you check the right boxes, the twin-motor EX30 will hit 60 seconds in 3.5 seconds, earning it the title of the quickest production Volvo ever. For those looking for a large and angular EV, there's the Kia EV9, which stretches the Hyundai Motor Group's electric vehicle platform to its largest configuration yet. The 3-row SUV promises up to 300 miles of range when it hits the road in early 2024 with a balance of value, tech, and quality that we've come to expect from its sibling, the Kia EV6. More charging stations in more convenient places with more compatibility and, of course, more electric cars to choose from. 2024 is shaping up to be a very interesting year in the electrification of America's roads. For more news and reviews, including a longer list of the best and most anticipated EVs of the year, be sure to head over to cnet.com.